Namaskar and very good afternoon, learners. I, Dr. Renu Tomar, welcome you to the fourth part of the series of lecture on blended learning, a new normal. Friends, we have been talking about models of blended learning. In that, the model which we were discussing in our previous lecture was flex blended learning. Just to recap that particular model, in flex blended learning, the course or the subject in which online learning, it is the backbone of the student learning. Even if the student is directed to offline activities at times, but usually student will move individually, customized in a fluid schedule between the learning modalities. In this case, the teacher of the record will be there on site, but mostly learning shall be happening in online and brick and mortar campus will be utilized rarely. So, the other way around, the teacher of the record is on site, but the student learn mostly on the brick and mortar campus, that except for any homework assignment. So, in this case, teacher of the record and the other adults, they will be provided face to face support to the student, because it is for the individual. As we discussed in our previous lecture, for the flex learning, the teacher has to develop the resource, the material, and utilize the tool which is online for supporting the student, and it will be individual based. So, the instructions will be for the small group and it will be need based, and it will be primarily categorized by versatility, that is versatility to meet the needs of the varieties of formal and informal learning processes. So, it will be this particular model will be feasible for the student for the homeschooling as well as school organizations. Now, let us talk about flipped learning. We talked about flipped learning a bit in our previous lecture also. As you remember, in the flipped learning, it is most widely known version. In the flipped learning, the classroom is the one where students are introduced to content at home. That means, here as I gave you an example, that student will be watching videos at home, but the home task will be done in the school. So, as the word itself suggests, flipped classroom, that means the classroom, instead of happening at in the school, it is happening at home, because student is watching the videos or student is having the benefit of the online resources, but back in the school he or she is doing home task based upon that learning which took place back at home. So, the kind of a support which is provided in the school is the vice versa in this case. So, the traditional roles of each space is flipped. That means, the teachers are here playing the role of parents, because they are helping the student in working upon the home task, while the parents are more or less watching that the child is able to attend to that online versions, that is the online lectures or the online videos, in such a manner that the learning takes place in the home perfectly. So, this is primarily categorized by studying at school and learning at home. Now, let us talk about another model which is very important. It is individual rotation blended. Individual rotation blended, as the name itself suggests, this model allows students to rotate through stations, but on individual schedules. Stations means the student will be, if you remember, in our first model we talked about the stations. Stations here can mean that at one station the student is sitting at the computer and trying to get access to the mode of an information, as well as might be getting assessed also. Then another station can be when the teacher is there helping him out to solve the problems or providing some kind of assistance in resolving certain problems which he has been able to find out. Third can be the peer group discussion. The third station can be that way. The fourth can be self-directed learning. So, student will be flipping from one station to another, and in this case student is himself deciding. Those schedules are of course set by the teacher or based upon the fact that where the students stand. So, unlike other rotation models, students do not necessarily rotate to every station. They rotate only to the activities scheduled on their playlist. For example, there would be certain student who would be rotating between peer group station and the computer station. There would be certain student who will be rotating between the teacher assisted learning, and another station can be the peer learning or the self directed learning. It is similar to the mastery based blended learning, because here the student is basically trying to master the content and he is being directed by the teacher as to assess the station, the particular station which is required. Here this challenge for the student will be to seek out model of products and processes, and of course that has to be as per the potential of each student, because only that can provide the kind of a spark which will sustain learning. Otherwise student may feel that he or she is misfit in that learning process. So, that is the most important challenge in this case, and the adjustment, getting the student adjusted as well as enjoy the learning, that is the responsibility of the teacher. At times it is seen, in case of this learning, at times it is seen that students need very little support, but there would be certain time when the student will be needing more support, more guidance and lesser autonomy, and there would be certain time when the student might be requiring autonomy and more of a positive criticism from the peer or from the teachers. Similar to this, there is inside outside blending learning. Inside outside blending learning, this is basically characterized by exchange of traditional academic work for student to the centered inquiry. That means, to elaborate further, as it's a state that inside outside, that means what was inside that should become outside. Inside usually is the learning which is there with the student, that means the past learning which is there stays with the student, because that is usually the basis or the base on which the further learning can take place. So, that has to be shared. On that basis, the out blending will be taking place. Here it will be characterized by traditional academic work for student being exchanged by centered inquiry. That means student will be inquiring more that what are the issues, where am I and what kind of learning do I need, and accordingly that will be blended. Then there is project based blended. Project based blended, as the name itself suggests, this is usually self directed, and there would be face to face instructions as well as collaboration of students to design, iterate, publish, because it is project based. It is usually group based, but it can be individual based also. If it is individual, if the blended learning is individual, then naturally the face to face instructions will be there more. It is similar to self directed blended learning or outside inside blended learning, but the difference here is that the student in the inside outside, the student is basically dealing with himself or herself, but here the student will also be trying to understand by utilizing the various tools, that is the IT, the computer, and he or she would also be working with the other students on the project. So, in the project based learning, it is usually seen that there is more learning. Reason being, there is more practical exposure, the challenge is there, and the motivation, the inside motivation, usually we talk about the inside motivation to achieve, to attain is there in the case of project based learning. So, friends, from the project based learning, let us move to another model which is self directed blended learning. So, self-directed blended learning means student will use combination of online and face-to-face learning to guide their own personalized inquiry. Usually, self-directed blended learning is for the higher education or from the research perspective, and here the student usually is aiming at achieving the formal learning goals only. He or she wants to connect with the mentors physically or digitally as to be assured that whether he or she is learning on the right pace and in the right direction. So, here the learning is self-directed, and the roles of online learning or the physical teacher has changed in such a manner that it is being decided by the student that whom he needs. And of course, there would be no formal online courses to complete, there will be more of a informal. So, whenever we talk about research, I think this self-directed blended learning is something which takes place, and even in the case of a training, we will have more of a self-directed blended learning, because there also the mentor at a higher stage should be available, but mentor is not required to dictate to the learner that how the learner is to proceed. It is the learner who will decide in the case of a self-directed learning that how he or she is to proceed, and even the success of the learning experience will be authenticated by himself or herself. So, teacher may not be able to judge. So, it may be the challenge. That is why we said that in case of a self-directed blended learning, the higher education student, the students who are pursuing their doctorate, for them this model is good, or it is good for the training purpose, but that also for not for the basic training, but rather from the higher level of training. For the students, in the case of a blending learning, challenge is to seek which is the right model of products, which are the appropriate processes, what is their potential, and because these challenges usually lead to either sparking to sustain the learning or letting the student give up the learning completely. So, this is a challenge for the student, that is why it is challenge for the teacher. Teacher has to provide the blended learning in such a manner, because it is a teacher who understands the student, who understands the syllabi, who understands the potential of the student, the situation, the learning outcome, all that is known to the teacher. So, teacher has to design learning in such a manner that the IT is also utilized by the student in the best possible manner, and face-to-face learning also is able to give the student the best possible information. That is why initially in our previous lectures also we have again and again talked about that for blended learning the most important aspect is that both the teacher as well as student should be not just IT literate, but be able to utilize the IT in a well accomplishing manner. At times it is seen that there would be certain students who will not be needing much of assistance of the teacher, but in case of certain students the teacher will be more needed. So, accordingly the teacher has to design the blended learning. In case of a project based learning, learning pattern is usually outward. In case of other learning, the learning pattern is usually inside. So, that has to be taken care of. And in case of a outside in blended learning, it is usually seen that the expert guidance, learning feedback, the content teaching and the psychological and moral support is required, particularly in the case of a outside project based learning. In the outward project based blended learning, this is something which is required from the teacher, that every day on the daily basis teacher is able to provide the psychological or moral support to the student and expert guidance and the learning feedback, because here the student is taking learning as a challenge. So, he or she will require more of a motivation. Well, as we have discussed that if the teacher is able to design well what is to be designed? That in the case of a blended learning, particularly let us take the example of outside in blended learning. In this case, the areas which are to be designed by the teacher are the strength and the complements, that is the students' strength, the information which is required to be transmitted, the kind of a challenge or support which is to be provided. So, basically when we talked about the help of a teacher, here the student movement between digital and physical spaces should be in such a manner that the student feels comfortable, and apart from that the student is also able to move from one pedestal to another easily. Now, let us come to the another model which is outside in blended learning. So, as the name itself suggests, outside in blended learning, the experiences here are to start from non-academic, physical and digital environment is to be used daily, but where will it finish? It will finish inside the classroom. It will be similar to the flipped learning, but here as the name itself suggests, outside to in blended learning, that means that the student will be getting learning from the non-academic, physical or digital environment, and he will understand that how that learning is to be placed in perspective and be utilized, but that will be done in the classroom. It can be outside in blended learning can always be merged with the project based learning. Friends, when we are talking about models of blended learning, let us keep it in mind that it is not that in case of blended learning that we have to stick to certain model. No, we can have certain attribute of one model being utilized and the other attribute of the other model in such a manner that we are able to use the blended learning to our own advantage. So, about the blended learning, the most important thing is that nothing is stated as yet, nothing is in shape. So, because nothing is in shape as yet, no learning is in shape, no model has been subscribed as well, and we are still in the testing times. So, teacher always have a freedom to utilize any model to her own advantage, as well as merge 2 or 3 or 4 models in such a manner that she is able to utilize the blended learning for her advantage or advantage of the student. Moreover, in the case of a blended learning, another advantage is there that the teacher will be able to utilize her time in such a manner that she can achieve more out of the students, because if her time is being saved, then naturally teacher can further elaborate or pay more attention to the weak students or create more information or more challenging questions for the students who are at the higher level. So, whenever talk about blended learning, the teacher is at advantage provided the teacher is master of her subject. Secondly, she knows IT well and she can utilize it to her best possible outcome. When we talk about blended learning, friends, it is not same as we usually see that when the students are working on a computer, or they should be computer savvy and they should be knowing coding, because this is the requirement of the 21st century. So, this is something which every child should be knowing, but this is not at the center of blended learning to make student IT savvy or to make him give him IT enable knowledge. This is not at the center of blended learning, because blended learning is using IT or computer as a tool. They are not, their objective is not to work for making the students IT friendly. So, friends, here we have to understand that the student being able to do the coding or able to the programming, this is not something which we will term as result of blended learning. Then we will have to elaborate or come up with different assessment phenomena, because here the platforms has changed. The platforms have moved from one to another as per the strength of the student as well as teacher. So, the assessment also need to become more creative, more collaborative, and the feedback mechanism also need to be strengthened, because only that way we will be able to help the student to grow and work more. So, that is why whenever we talk about blended learning, it has to be well designed in such a manner that it can be, if it is combination of one or two model, then it has to be presented in such a manner that the student doesn't feel that he or she is uncomfortable, and the teacher should be knowing that model well, and that blending has to be done in such a manner that having the mastery of both the IT and the classroom, the teacher would be able to get the best possible result. Only then we would say that yes, the blended learning has been successful. So, to understand it in a one word, blended learning is nothing but supplementing the physical teaching with the IT teaching. That is why at times it is called physi-technology. So, because technology is there, but physical presence is also there. So, critical learning objectives are always at the center, as it is there in the case of a traditional learning, while the students is given more strength through blending the kind of a teaching, and the supplementing experiences would be given to students. Another important of blended learning which we need to discuss is another model is that mastery based blended learning. As the name itself suggests, the student will rotate between online and face to face learning. Here the completion will be mastery based, that means the objectives of the learning outcome will be at the center, and the student will be rotating between the both online and face to face learning. Just to give the example, there is some video has been given and the student has watched certain videos. On that basis, the student has to give some kind of a objective type test that will be assessed there online itself. Then in face to face learning, the more critical things would be discussed, or on that basis of information and knowledge which has been gained by the student online, student will be asked to take up certain project or do some practical in the labs, or accordingly that would be assessed. So, that would be the mastery based learning, and because here the objective is to make the student master of that particular topic. Here the assessment design will be very critical and very crucial, because if the face to face learning is not crucially or critically then the assessment is not done, then naturally the digital tool has also failed. So, it is very important. If it may become very complicated, so it is for the teacher to decide that how it is to be utilized, so that it remains simple as well as challenging for the student. So, the design is as per the learning outcome as well as standard of the students. So, whenever we talk about blended learning, it is not simply adding the online component to a face to face learning. Of course, technology shall be used, but it has to be used wisely as to facilitate student, and technology should not be used just to show off technology. In fact, the teachers have excellent opportunity whenever we talk about blended learning to make learning interactive, dynamic, fun, if the blended learning is used properly. The technology aspect of the lesson should be like a baseball umpire. If the teacher is a good umpire, if the teacher knows that how the lesson is to be blended, then, and if it goes unnoticed, then naturally the blended learning will be much more successful than face to face learning, and it will also be providing the kind of outcome which all of us expect from that. So, whenever we talk about blended learning, it is not so, friends, let me make it very clear, it is not so that in the case of a blended learning a teacher need not go for the lesson plan. Of course, the teacher will have to go for the lesson plan. Rather, there will be more elaborative lesson plan, more systematically analyzed lesson plan, more study of the elements which will be delivered online as well as offline to make learning effective. So, friends, at this note, I will like to end up my lecture by talking about a bit about what NCTE has talked about whenever we talk about blended learning. According to NCTE, in the 21st century, because it is a global society, it is very much important that we develop proficiency and fluency with the tool of technology. And if we want to build international cross-cultural connection or relationship with others, then naturally we have to introduce blended learning, and we have to teach our kids how to work collaboratively and how to strengthen their thoughts at an independent manner. So, the information has to be designed and shared amongst the global communities. It has to be managed, analyzed and synthesized simultaneously. For this, it is very much important that we understand utility of technology and understand that how technology is to be utilized as to make learning more interesting. So, friends, at this note I will take your leave. I shall join you again on some other topic, some other area. Namaskar. Have a good day.